everybody, and welcome back to Northernlion's challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac. And it actually is a challenge run for once. Oh god, Demon Baby, thank you for saving me there. This is a very creative run, shall we say, suggested by YouTube user Otaku Poot. This is a dangerous room for me, so I want to get out of here. And basically, I don't remember if there was an actual name for this run, but there is a story behind this run, which is almost as interesting, or perhaps even more interesting. And basically, the way that this run works is it's specific to Maggie. You know, Maggie was expecting she was going to be a half Octomom. She was going to have quadruplets. Obviously, my math is fantastic. Unfortunately, something went wrong, and she had 4 abominations. So we have Demon Baby, Harlequin Baby. It looks like we have 2 Harlequin babies. I'm not sure what's up with that, but we have Demon Baby, Harlequin Baby. One of those was supposed to be Little Steve, and we also have Blue Baby's soul, or, you know, question mark, soul. So we're gonna seek revenge on Satan, because obviously he's the only person, or the only entity, that could have caused this horrible thing to come to fruition. So basically what we're gonna do is, this is not gonna be a run where we're gonna try to take out Blue Baby. It's gonna be a run where we try to take out Satan, which should make it a little bit easier. But there are some restrictions associated with this. We can only take Mom items and HP upgrades. Wow, that was bad damage for me to take there. We can only take Mom items and HP upgrades. So, you know, Mom's lipstick, Mom's knife technically counts, Mom's contact, Mom's pad, etc., etc. And any HP upgrades to help us get there. So it's one of those things where I'm expecting, like, we're gonna start out fairly strong. This is one of the weirdest strong runs we've ever had, because it's almost entirely familiars that are giving us our strength. But we are strong nonetheless, and then hopefully we'll just be able to carry it through to the Satan fight. We might have to get a lot of HP upgrades so we can end up tanking the damage from Satan. I don't know. The reason I'm going through all this nonsense here, backtracking, or, you know, entirely exploring the entirety of the floor, by the way, that was terrible damage again, is to try to find a second key, because there is a chance that these item rooms will be beneficial for us. You know, Mom's knife, Mom's contact, those would all be hugely beneficial here. Mom's bra, maybe not so much. I might actually stick with Yumhard here, because, you know, odds are I'm going to end up taking some damage, because I'm not necessarily the best Binding of Isaac player in the world. Sadly, I can't get to that second key. If only I could get those guys to act like the boomerangs from The Legend of Zelda, where they could possibly get that item for me and bring it back, but in any case, we're going to destroy this guy. Hopefully he will drop a key. He didn't. He did drop the Ace of Spades. Yeah, I bet you probably expected me to sing there, but I'm not going to, so... the shop, almost certainly not going to be worthwhile, because we already have Mom's purse, and I'm not sure there's any other Mom's blank items that we can actually pick up from the shop, if I remember correctly. So we get the Razor Blade. Obviously we can't do anything with that. We'll just go fight our boss. And what am I hoping for? I'm hoping for HP upgrades that also contain secondary upgrades. So, you know, something like a meat, or something like what would be an all stats upgrade, because those I would technically count those as HP upgrades personally. The peanut gallery might feel a little bit differently, but, you know, for the sake of ease of use and ease of concept, I would probably go with those. In any case, I continue taking damage to these spiders. I'm being a little bit cocky. That's Pageant Boy. We can't take that as much as I would like to take that, because then 2 of Diamonds would be able to give us a ton of money. In any case, though, I'm hoping that we get an HP upgrade here, and above all else, I'm hoping that we get the opportunity to get Mom's knife, because Mom's knife would basically make this a foregone conclusion. I think our success would basically be set for us. Unfortunately, the pentagram, also not a Mom item, and also not an HP upgrade, so we're gonna have to skip those. I don't feel too bad about it, because our damage is already fine. That being said, I would have loved to have picked up the pentagram there, obviously, because it's one of my favorite items. Straight damage upgrades, you don't get those all that often. And the pentagram seems to be one of the rarest standard drops from bosses. So whenever I have the opportunity to get it, I usually, you know, I'm pretty giddy with the prospect of it. But sadly, in this situation, you know, to compensate for it, we do have 4 familiars, a couple of which kind of float around independently, thus basically being like heat-seeking Doombringers. But in any case, I kind of don't think we should waste our time going to the boss room, or going to the item room, to be honest with you, because the odds of us getting a Mom item in there are basically nil. This is going to be a cube of meat, which is going to mean that we're essentially just going to continue with our starting conditions. I really like the idea that, you know, with Blue Baby's soul, that second, I think it's Little Steven. No, it is Harlequin Baby that's following him there. That one also kind of like just floats around the room, which means that I can, in some situations, just put myself in a defensible position behind a rock or something, and then the familiars will kind of seek out and do damage themselves. Not too much damage, obviously, as you can tell, but some damage nonetheless. So I guess we'll take our Spirit Heart and move onwards. I'm expecting this is going to be kind of a quick run. I've been wrong before. Apparently we accidentally wasted a key to open up that shop, and I tried to leave, but now we're stuck here. And I have 0 bombs, so we're gonna have to fight Super Greed the old-fashioned way. I don't think it's gonna be too bad. And, you know, after we finish this room, I might finally be able to get good use out of this 2 of Diamonds card to double our existing money. Not too psyched about this room overall, though. I'm taking too much damage. Please tell me that we managed to kill Super Greed at some point in the near future. It's that when I make a pass around him... Oh, we get the quarter, actually. That's going to give us a lot of money. And Yum Heart, I think, will be available after this room. Let's take the quarter. We'll take these remaining 2 cents and pop the 2 of Diamonds. This will give us judgment money for the rest of the game, basically. And we get the 2 of Clubs, which I'm going to pop because I haven't gotten any bombs so far. So having at least some is going to be beneficial. You know what? I'm going to take this pill as well. This could save us or really hurt us. Health down. I would say that really hurts us. Especially if I'm looking forward to the prospect of a deal with the devil later. Or, you know, if I die. At least it didn't... It took the heart container we were already... that was already empty. So, you know, we're actually functionally at the same amount of health. But losing that hurts nonetheless. So with 57 cents, you know, basically water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Sadly, we have all this money, but there's not a whole lot we can do with it. Unless we run across some seriously ideal circumstances. In any case, though, let us continue moving onwards. At which point we're basically looking for the item, or sorry, the boss room right now. And again, kind of hinging our hopes, not necessarily on Deal with the Devil, just on good boss room items that we can actually use. I could beat Satan with, you know, a relatively limited amount of resources. Probably, you know, with the existing damage that we have, I could probably do a pretty good job of it, but I need more HP to make it happen. I believe, anyway. In any case, we're doing fine. The HP downgrade that we got is you know, kind of a sore subject for me, but in any case, we basically just had to deal with it. The Yum Heart means that we can refill our health whenever necessary in all likelihood. So overall, I'm fairly optimistic. I mean, any run where I only have to beat Satan, I'm usually pretty optimistic. Sadly, I can't go to that room. Even though we've got a lot of negatives kind of stacking up here over and over and over, I still feel like it would take kind of a real derailment to stop me near Satan, at least. I mean, the shoal floor is actually fairly difficult depending on the damage that you're doing, or the skills that you have, both of which in this case are not super high. But certainly my chances are much better if I'm just going for Satan than if I was going for Blue Baby or something like that. And I like these Satan runs as well, not only because they oftentimes have a story associated with them, because you need an excuse to go for Satan as opposed to going for Blue Baby. Otherwise, it kind of feels like you're playing for second place right from the get-go. But it also gives me a chance to fight Satan, who I actually, from a design standpoint, consider to be maybe my favorite boss in the Binding of Isaac. At the very least, my favorite, like, major boss in the Binding of Isaac. My favorite scripted boss. Although the mom boss fight is cool, too. Definitely, I prefer it greatly over the Isaac Blue Baby fights. Now, we do have a free Deal with the Devil card. We might not want to pop that right away, because we might actually earn a Deal with the Devil here, but if I don't, I might pop it straight away. Especially if we manage to get an HP upgrade here. Obviously, I should mention, the reason we have the, that was a bad use of Yum Heart. Could have had myself at full health still, but, the reason we have Mom's Purse is not to get the Ace of Spades, but actually to get the Polaroid a little bit later while still holding on to Blue Baby's soul. That is an HP upgrade. Let's pop this Joker card, see if we get something useful. Not really, sadly. As much as I might like some of those items, there are no Mom items associated with that, so there's not too much I can do about that. I say we just head down to the next floor, even though we could have possibly had a chance to go to an item room there. Getting, I wouldn't necessarily say close to Shoal, but we are 4 floors deep at this point, which is, yeah, about where I expected to be. So technically, we've gotten 0 health upgrades, but we do have 1 Tears upgrade, kind of as a side benefit of that meat that we just picked up. So, you know, getting extra Tears means we'll do a little bit more damage. Certainly, it's not going to save us if we were otherwise going to die, but it's a benefit nonetheless. Can't complain about that too much. I am gonna, I've basically resigned myself to taking a lot of damage on this floor. It's gonna be Necropolis. We should be able to survive unless something goes terribly. Oh my god! That's probably like the earliest appearance of Northernlion's Coffee Maker in a long time. 9 minutes into a video. It's because it's from the coffee that I made before the last video that I recorded, actually. So I don't know why I decided to carry this health down pill with me. I guess it was just in case I had misremembered. And maybe that was going to be a full health pill or something instead. I don't know if that'll eventually become a full health pill. I don't think it does. So there's not really much use to holding on to that. Devil cards, certainly beneficial for us. We are basically scouting out our boss room right away. This room is always a pain in the dick because there's almost no way to get around hitting these neutral flies. Like, I will definitely, yeah, I've already angered all of them now. For a while there, we were only dealing with one, sadly, but now we've got more problems. More flies, more problems. I believe it was JZ who originally said that. That was, again, some terrible damage. By the way, we don't actually call him JZ in Canada. I just couldn't let you go the rest of your life thinking that might possibly be true. But maybe not everyone out there is as gullible as J. Smith OTI. Oh yeah, threw down the gauntlet. I do want to keep this Emperor card, but at the same time, I definitely want to use the Devil card as well. We're getting kind of up against it here. And, you know, whenever people use the term up against it, if you're not familiar with English idioms, I'm pretty sure basically it's the same as, like, between a rock and a hard place. Are you serious? Like, how many times have I fought this exact room so far on this floor already? 4 greed heads on the shitty, like, neutral fly-laden grid of despair. While we're here, I should go back and get that Emperor card. I don't want to use it to fight the boss straight away, but what I will... This is basically like a get-out-of-Shoal-free card. We still have to fight the boss, but we don't have to actually fight everything leading up to the boss, if we choose not to anyway. I could use this on whatever floor, but it's probably, you know, in our best interest to save it for Shoal. I usually save it for the Cathedral if we're going to do that. But you know my strategies for the Binding of Isaac, assuming that, you know, episode 479 is not the first Isaac episode that you've ever watched, which, if so, welcome to the channel. You're probably a little bit confused about the fact that this has been such a long-running series, considering it looks like I suck at this game. Well, you're more right than you could ever know. Shall we say. In any case, let's back it up a little bit. I just took a little bit more damage here. We will get Yum Heart, though, so I guess that's a positive benefit. We're at 2.5 of our starting 4 hearts, or our max 4 hearts. Somehow I managed to dodge all of that, which is pretty much just riffraff non-stop. Now with these guys dead, we do have another health down pill, which just seems like it's adding insult to injury at this point. That was a tight dodge, but I managed to make it work. Okay, there's our boss. So we're primarily just gonna try not to get hit. Obviously that didn't work out. Twice. Wow. I just died in the worst way possible. That is actually, like, seriously embarrassing. I wish I could have offered perhaps a better go here. This one deserves all the dislikes it's gonna get. But in any case, you know, you can't always serve up a winner, I guess. The necropolis just tore my asshole open there. In the bad way. I don't know if there is a good way for that. But in any case, my apologies. There will be a longer episode of Isaac tomorrow. I can only assume using the law of averages. But again, in any case, continue suggesting your own challenge runs. I apologize. Otaku pooped that I couldn't make that one work a little bit better. But again, I'll do the ones I deem most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you next time.